So, hi everyone and namaskar. Uh, this is another episode of Sunday Live, and this Sunday Live, I get an opportunity to meet with all the students. So, जो भी students हमको जहाँ से भी join कर रहे हैं, अपना नाम और अपना कहाँ से join कर रहे हैं उसको लिखें. मुझे पता है बहुत सारे बच्चे जो हैं वो हमारे खुद के टिंकर स्पेसेस से ज्वाइन करते हैं, यंग टिंकर स्पेसेस से. यदि आप किसी यंग टिंकर स्पेस से ज्वाइन कर रहे हैं तो स्पेस का नाम लिखना ना भूलिए, और मैं कमेंट्स में आप सबके नाम इनफैक्ट पढ़ूंगा. इस बार का जो टिंकर शो है ये बहुत इंटरेस्टिंग है, क्योंकि इस टिंकर शो में हमने कुछ नया करने का कोशिश किया है. इस बार हम लोग एक इंस्पायरिंग स्पीकर को लेके आए हैं जो अपनी जर्नी को बताएंगे. इस बार का जो इंस्पायरिंग स्टोरी है वो स्टोरी एक ऐसे लड़के की है जो कालाहांडी के विलेज से आए हैं. कालाहांडी के विलेज में इनफैक्ट उनका बचपना गया है, और वो अब एक एंटरप्रेन्योर हैं. उन्होंने अभी एक ऐसा प्लेटफॉर्म लॉन्च किया है जहाँ पर कि आप जाकर ब्लॉगिंग कर सकते हैं, कुछ भी लिख सकते हैं. सो द नेम ऑफ द प्लेटफॉर्म इज सृजनी. तो सृजनी इज़ अ प्लेटफॉर्म वेयर यू गाइज कैन गो एंड राइट. और सबसे इम्पॉर्टेंट बात यह है कि ऑल दिस लैंग्वेजेस आर बेसिकली वर्नाकुलर लैंग्वेजेस. तो आप ओडिया में लिखना चाहते हैं, इफ़ यू वांट टू राइट इन हिंदी, यू कैन गो एंड ऑलवेज राइट हियर. सो यू लाइक टू वेलकम the founder of Srujanee, Shri Anurag Behera, and Anurag Behera is also the alumnus of VSSCT Burla, from where I am a graduate. So proud of Anurag. Anurag, the stage is all yours. You can go ahead, share your story. और सभी दर्शकों से ये निवेदन है कि don't forget to like, share and subscribe this channel. So Anurag, the stage is all yours.
Hello all, my name is Anurag Behera and I am the founder of Srujanee, which is a multilingual blogging platform that enables students, teachers, and everybody who is related to the field of knowledge, who likes to write, who likes to share knowledge in their mother tongue, and create an impact in the lives of the people who are more comfortable in dealing with information in their own language than English. तो ये मेरी कहानी है. And so I would like to introduce myself. My name is Anurag Behera and I am from a village called as Khurselguda from the Kalahandi district. And this is the platform that I am talking about, Srujanee, that I have founded. This is me with my great grandmother. I think when my age was 1 or 2 years old, and I had a great number of learnings from this wise lady who was not literate but well educated. That is, she knew a lot about life, but she knew very less about how to read and write. And so when I was this small, and I was always a curious kid, trying to know about how something works. ये कैसे चलता है, वो कैसे चलता है. And then when I was in class 4 or 5, that time there was a health crisis that I had to go through. I had a very terrible coughing situation. इतना खांसी होता था कि स्कूल जाना नहीं होता था. So I had to stay at home. तो उस टाइम पे I demanded my parents कि I want computer games. So my father told me, don't worry, I'll teach you a different type of a game. And in the process, he taught me to code, and which as a game, I thought it's a game and I was coding. And in the process, what I made was a small calculator, which was coded by me, and I started to enjoy the game. So 1 year after that, when I was in my class 5, I went to this big bazaar which had recently opened in Bhubaneswar. And then I aspired that, can I make something like that? Because if I could make something like a calculator, maybe if I work on it, maybe एक वैसा बिग बाजार के बिलिंग सॉफ्टवेयर जैसा कुछ बन सकता है. सो आई टुक 2 years ऑफ टाइम, उस पे काम किया, ढूंढा, सब किया, एंड दिस इज व्हाट आई बिल्ट. And so this screenshot is of the software that I had built, which got installed in 2007 in a hotel called as Suruchi. Back then, it used to be around the Kalamandir area of Bhubaneswar. And I remember running to my father when I came to know that this has been installed, and we went in our scooter to just see the working of this software. The money didn't matter, but this is how it was. And This intrigued my father's business as well, to include software in his own business. And then all this software stuff started to become a very prominent part of his business. And the software work was taken up quite seriously by my father's business after this. And then my 10th got over, my 12th got over, और तब मैं आता हूँ engineering में. And engineering में I got introduced to electronics. Fortunately, my father is an electronics engineer. तो वो मुझे हमेशा सिखाते थे कि ऐसे चिप्स बनते हैं, ऐसे चिप्स को कोड करना होता है. So I always had this curiosity, how did these currency counting machines, the machines that we see on the desks of the banks, जिसपे कि people put a bundle of notes and it counts them, 100 notes हैं इसमें in 3 seconds, 4 seconds, how does it work? And then I got to see the hardware at some place with this circuit board. So I had this thing in my mind कि ये तो बनाना ही है. And I got introduced to something called as Arduino. It's a open source microcontroller board. So using that, I developed a circuit board which I filed an intellectual property for it as well. So the board that you are seeing on the screen is basically the production version of it, not the prototype version. तो ये बोर्ड पहला ऐसा बोर्ड था जो कि मैंने डिजाइन की थी, और एक कंपनी ने वो बोर्ड को मेरे से ऑफिशियली खरीदी थी, एंड आई वाज अर्निंग रॉयल्टीज फ्रॉम इट. तो बीटेक के सेकेंड ईयर में था. I was in my second year of engineering and I got to do this stuff, and I was really fortunate that correct people saw this and adopted this, and this brought down their cost of production of the machine by around 25%, so which was again another achievement. So this is me. 2015 में I was enjoying out of that royalties money some of my fun. तो एक falls है कर्नाटका में, I had gone to visit it. So this is me in 2015. And in 2016, along with my cousin brother, we decided to create a WhatsApp-like application in for our locality. So we'll start off with our own family first, और फिर उसके बाद देखेंगे, बाद में उसको कहीं लेके जाएंगे. Anyways, this application did not go anywhere, but our family used it for 3-4 years. And we learned coding for Android apps from scratch, and this is what we had built. This is a very like a raw version, a very premature version of it. Later on it evolved into having many latest features which today WhatsApp provides. But yeah, we were not that business headed people, so we could not take it far. But this is what we built, and this gave us an insight about how the internet world works, how the internet is a great leveler in the world, so that anyone, like someone sitting in our own houses enjoying our summer vacations, could use the internet to learn something and to build something like this was this easy. Or with during all this time, whenever I used to visit my village, whenever I used to go to different places, I always like talking to local people, like not the people who are well off or staying in big houses, but the people who are very normal, very local. तो मैं जब जाके उनसे बात करता हूँ, every time this thing used to pop up कि आप लोग को जो knowledge मिल रही है, we are also curious about it. And it's not that we are in that much of a deficiency, we can't afford it. But what we can't do is we can't access that information because our English skills are not good. So this is something that always used to play at the back of my head कि अच्छा उसको ये knowledge इसलिए नहीं मिल रहा है because उसको English में ज़्यादा comfort नहीं है. And it's not a good way to force everybody कि आप English सीखो तभी you will get the knowledge, because it's a very long process. So why can't these knowledge and everything come to our languages as well? Because our languages are what we all are comfortable with. But this kept on being in the back end of my head, but I never started working on it very actively. But then in 2017, I was working as a secretary of the Yuva Club of VSSUT, and उसमें we build this yoga complex. ये yoga complex के building के time पे we interacted with lot of village people who were lot more interested about yoga and to interact with the yoga teachers who are the old people who are standing in this photograph. So from all of them, what I understood is they are equally curious, but what is hampering them is the lack of information in their own language. And just to pursue English as an education is getting tough for them. And whatever knowledge is available in their language, let's say Sambalpuri, Odia, Hindi, किसी भी language में वो available है, it's academic knowledge. But what they actually need is also beyond academic, whatever they need to use it in their day-to-day lives. जैसे कि, for example, I want to have a cure for my knee injury, या फिर कैसा खाना खाऊं अगर मेरा तबीयत ऐसा है तो हाउ डू आई प्रैक्टिस सो एंड सो आसन. ये सारे उनके क्वेरीज थे, उनको अपने भाषा में चाहिए थे. एंड दैट्स वेयर दीज योगा टीचर्स bonded with them quite well, because yoga teachers as well as the villagers, they spoke Sambalpuri, so they used to interact, and how that language bonded them well, it kept on triggering me. And every time I traveled anywhere in India, I always had this fascination about language, so language used to be at the back of my head. Then this is in 2018, I decided to join my job, which was in L&T Technology Services, and I joined as an automobile embedded engineer. So I had to work on different parts of the cars which were electronic, so something like an automatic parking system kind of stuffs. So this is a photo of my batch, all my friends who joined together. But whatever I did, I didn't enjoy that much. Like, I was enjoying whatever work was there, but then beyond a point, it always used to feel like I may not be doing what I'm meant to, because there are bigger problems than luxury cars in this world. And somewhere my skills and at least my recognition of the problem needs to be put into use. And parallel to my job, I had this fascination कि कितने सस्ते से सस्ते में एक phone बना सकते हैं. It was just a hobby project, and this is a mobile phone which I created from myself using a 8-bit microcontroller, which is again Arduino. But with this phone, you could give a phone call, you could also receive a phone call, and this was an exciting project. The red color piece that you see on the screen, it used to have a touch 1 2 3 4 keypad, and you could dial a phone number from here, और उसके बाद you could dial a phone call, और अगर कॉल आ रहा है तो यहाँ पे ग्रीन कलर का बटन आता था, you could click it and you could receive the phone call. So this is what I did in 2018. But then parallel to when I was doing my job, I became a mentor at Young Tinker Foundation. और उसके बाद this is the photo of our team building the rover for the HERC project. जिस project के लिए the team won overall rank 3 in the world. So this is one of that. So I was a mentor of that team. I continue to be a mentor in some way or the other. I am involved with the foundation always. And during this process as well, more and more I interacted with kids of villages of different places. Again, the same thing used to come up, that can you explain things to me in my language? Because for me to learn a new language and get into the knowledge what you are telling is a really long process. But if you have the knowledge and you could just give it to me in my language, it would be really awesome. So इस सब को लेके then I became serious about the problem, and in September 2022 I decided, let's take this full time. And then we came up with this called as Srujanee. When we did research about this language problem of our country, why nothing is available in Indian languages for common people in terms of information other than the general news, then we came to know that like only 0.1% of content available on the internet is in Indian languages. Just imagine the internet that should have been a leveler for the whole world is actually becoming something which is just supporting the people who speak the tongue English. So then we decided कि okay, content है ही नहीं internet पे, then how would it get delivered to people in their language? So we decided to start something that encourages people to write online in Indian languages. And when they write online in Indian languages, we will encourage them to write things beyond stories and poems and get into the domains of science, geography, civics, and everything that is very relevant for people in their day to day lives. And that's how this whole writing platform called Srujanee took birth. And the name Srujanee itself means the creative one. So we want everyone who signs up on the platform to be the creator of general knowledge or usable knowledge or informative information in the mother tongue. And since I am Odia, I have seen village life, I have seen the challenges of it. So my team decided to start off this whole Srujani thing in Odia. Now, even if we are also supporting Hindi, but we started off with Odia, taking that motivation because it's the Odia public that needs more awareness, more information about the world. And since we are Odia, it is our duty to do this. So इसलिए we took this up, and now this platform is serving around 15,000 people, and whoever is interested to share knowledge online in Odia or in Hindi, I would like to invite each one of you to do that. Whatever good thing you learn, just come.
सो थैंक यू सो मच अनुराग फॉर शेयरिंग योर स्टोरी। बहुत ही इंसाइटफुल था और बड़ा मज़ा आया ये सुनकर कि आपने कैसे अपने गांव से निकलकर अपनी एजुकेशन कंप्लीट की और उसके बाद यू वांटेड समथिंग टू डू एंड यू बिल्ड दिस प्लेटफॉर्म। द नेम ऑफ द प्लेटफॉर्म इज सृजनी। सो बड़ा मज़ा आया आपका ये स्टोरी सुनकर और इनफैक्ट बहुत सारे बच्चे आज जो इसको देख रहे हैं वो भी इससे इंस्पिरेशन लेंगे एंड दे वुड लव टू डू समथिंग लाइक यू, जहाँ पे आपने ग्रास रूट प्रॉब्लम को पकड़ा और उसके सॉल्यूशंस आपने निकाले। सो थैंक यू सो मच एवरीवन फॉर ज्वाइनिंग। आप नीचे लिख के मेरे को बता सकते हैं कि आपको कितना मज़ा आया इसको सुनने में, और इनफैक्ट ये भी लिख के बता सकते हैं कि नेक्स्ट टाइम हम किसको इनवाइट करें अपने इस इवेंट में, तो उनको भी इनफैक्ट टैग कर सकते हैं नीचे कि सर आप इनको यदि इनवाइट करेंगे, इनकी स्टोरी हम लोग को सुनने में बड़ा मज़ा आएगा, इन्होंने कैसे इसको बिल्टअप किया है। सो डोंट फॉरगेट टू लाइक शेयर एंड सब्सक्राइब, और मिलते हैं फिर नेक्स्ट संडे। थैंक यू सो मच एवरीवन। नमस्कार।